Welcome back. A headache for entrepreneurs this holiday season. Small businesses faced with price hikes and supply shortages before even fully being able to recover from the pandemic. Here now, Linda McMahon, former head of the Small Business Administration under President Trump, and is now with the America First Policy Institute. Linda, great to see you tonight. I speak to small business owners every day. One basically just told me that her business has been crushed by what's happened with the supply chain and also just the prolonging and extension of this pandemic. There's no demands for her particular goods out there. She's being crushed at home by inflation. People are suffering. Your thoughts on this?
Well, they certainly are suffering, Jackie. First of all, thank you for having me on, and I hope that this upcoming Thanksgiving season, you're going to have a wonderful Turkey Day on Thursday.
Thank you. I hope
so. But there are
so
many. Thank you. There are so many small businesses that are hurting, and if you think about it, in fact, you know, NFIB has reported, the National Federation of Independent Businesses, that over 50% of small businesses are reporting that they cannot get their product, that they are suffering, you know, compared to where they were even prior to the pandemic. And if you think about fuel prices, restaurants trying to get their products in, it's costing more to deliver them. They have to raise prices on their product. Consumers will come in, but they're only going to pay but so much. And for retailers who don't have products on the shelves, their customers are coming in and they don't have the right product and they try to sell them something different. But then that causes, you know, frustration in the marketplace. So these small businesses really are hurting.
So the president has blamed what we're seeing with price increases on rising demand from consumers, essentially saying that we broke the supply chain because we want too much in this country. But that's unequivocally not true. And what's actually happening, as you said, is the higher cost of goods is why businesses are pushing prices up. My family's in a small business. The fuel costs impact them a lot. You've got other pundits that come on and they say companies, small businesses, they're making tons of money because prices are up. I mean, if you've ever looked at an income statement, you have your revenue, you have your cost of goods sold, and that's how you get to your profit. And when your costs go up, your profit does not rise.
Well, that's exactly right. Sometimes it is about a volume business, but not most of the time. And when cost of goods go up, whatever the reasons for that increase in costs are, whether it's fuel costs, where it's shortages, where it's supply and demand. And if there are fewer products in the marketplace, then the cost of those products are going to go up. And there is less money to the bottom line, that is for sure.
Yeah. This, straying from the topic a little bit, I just want to get your perspective, your insight, if you will. You worked with President Trump, and you guys recognize that small business and being an entrepreneur is so much of the foundation and the backbone of what this country is built on. So you're seeing this administration come in and basically undo so much of what you did to strengthen those communities and prolong this pandemic and make it harder for people to operate. And I just wonder what your thoughts are on why they're not listening to their constituents. Because when I hear Biden speak, when I see Jen Psaki get up at the podium, I'm shocked by some of the things that come out of their mouths. It's like they're not listening at all.
You know, it's really interesting just when you think about some of the things that President Biden wants to undo. In other words, he wants to raise taxes again. And he says, that the middle class won't bear the brunt of these taxes, but in fact they will. Because when you raise taxes, the lower to middle incomes are the ones who wind up in the end paying the higher taxes. And so that hurts businesses, that hurts consumers, that hurts families. And undoing all of the good economic policies that President Trump put into place is just really hurting our economy. Yeah. And I'm saddened to see that. I truly am.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking when you think about it. It's heartbreaking that they're trying to cancel Thanksgiving. Linda, I certainly am going to try to have turkey with my family. I hope you do too. And it was great to see you as always.
Thanks so much for having me.
Sure.